What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing amazing. In today's little short video, I got sent a little gift. A gift from Scuf, the goats over at Scuf. They sent me the Scuf Envision Pro wireless controller. Okay, I'm gonna unbox it. I'm gonna show y'all the best ICUE settings, and I'm gonna give y'all a little rundown of what's going on over there, because I know a lot of people have been asking me about what's your settings for the Envision, you know, like what settings do you run on ICUE. So I want to show everybody, give y'all a little quick rundown, a quick little review of what I use to make me perform the best on Apex, because I have a Scuf Envision already, and this is my favorite controller I've ever used. So I'll show you some of my settings, what I would play on if I was you. If you were trying to compete in Apex or play at the highest level, this is what I got for you, okay? First of all, look at the controller. Ooh, look at that thing. 4 paddles on the back, 1 on the side, 1 here, 1 here. You got 6 customizable buttons right there, but then you have 5 more on the bottom. Right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more right there at the bottom too, that you could change to whatever you want. You could literally make it to mute your mic. You can make it to where you can turn the volume up. You could do a bunch of stuff with this. It's the most customizable controller there is out there. It has grips on the back. Okay. You got adjustable triggers. What I mean by that is you can have instant tap triggers. You can have it where it's just normal, where you could push all the way down. You can have it halfway. I personally make it like insta tap or digital tap, they call it. So as soon as I press it, this is as far as triggers go. They don't go any further. That's what I use. This controller's it. Okay. I'll show y'all what I play on. You open up ICUE. You could change the RGB on the controller. You can obviously change the binds. You could change your thumbsticks, like response curve and how you feel, your minimum dead zone, your maximum dead zone. You could change your trigger response curves. You can adjust the vibration and calibration. So you can get your controller right, okay? First, we're going to calibrate the controller. So this app, ICUE, is Corsair's software that they do use for Scuf controllers. Controller's calibrated. Now, what do? This is what I personally do, okay? I switch to device memory mode because I don't like running apps in the background. What does device memory mode do? It means no matter where you go, once you save the settings to the controller, you can take this controller and plug and play anywhere. At any desktop PC, okay? If you don't put it on that, you would need to have the app up to have the proper settings. So everybody should be running device memory mode, so you don't have to run the app in the background. You don't have to worry about it. Just save your PC some, storage and whatnot. Make it easier for your game to run smoother. So device memory mode, bang, turn that on. Fun part here. You customize the buttons. All right, I already have my buttons kind of customized, as you guys see here. I have these side buttons, the left and right one. I have them on nothing because I fat finger them, and I also think I don't necessarily need them. I use all 4 paddles, so I don't really have any more buttons to use them for. I also, like I said, the way I play, I naturally would just fat finger them, and I don't think that's a good idea for me. You could customize the 5 buttons at the bottom, both buttons on the side, and obviously the 4 paddles here, and even the bumpers and stuff if you wanted to change these for some reason. Thumbsticks. This is crazy. If you're an Apex player, if you're a super sweat, you need to put your left stick curve response and your right thumbstick curve response on linear. 0 min dead zone, 0 max dead zone on both sticks. This will make you it'll make you shoot straighter than ever. It's gonna feel crisp. This is what I run. I'm telling you. Y'all know if y'all watch. This is what you would use. If you're looking for something more natural, more like Call of Duty feeling, dynamic is the go-to. I personally wouldn't recommend exponential or aggressive. Very tricky to play with, but if that's what you want, you can use it. Dynamic is very similar to like your normal COD sensitivities, like OG COD senses and how it feels there. When I do play Call of Duty, I actually do play dynamic on both of my left stick and my right stick. I do keep the dead zones at 0 though at all times. I do like the feeling of the controller feeling very smooth, So there's that. You can do the same thing on your triggers. However, on the triggers, I do use dynamic on both of them. I don't really think the triggers matter as much, whereas the thumbsticks do. I haven't really messed around with this. I've always played on dynamic. I do 5 min dead zone on both of them, 5 max dead zone on both of them. And I play with 0 vibration. Why do I do 0 vibration? I feel like when I use vibration, it could throw off my aim. In a game like Apex where there's a bunch of crazy movement, I need to be able to micro adjust at any point. I feel like vibration could throw off my aim in the slightest, and that could cause me to lose a fight. So I do 0 vibration on both sticks. Okay, again, these are my settings, and this is what I do. Again, make sure when you do your settings on device memory mode, you turn this on first, you save it. How do you save it? You click on this. I haven't changed anything, but if I did, okay, like we'll go to my triggers. Like if I put this on 11, you'll have the arrow and you save it. Okay, you click it, it would save. My settings are already saved, so I'm good to go. And what I do, I would just close this app out and I'd be good to go. I don't have to touch ICUE anymore. I don't have to have it running in the background, and I think that's awesome. It's such a great feature to like. I hate running apps, multiple apps. Sometimes I just want to play, right? So having the ability to just set it up, you don't have to touch it again. Out of sight, out of mind. I love that. But yeah, that's my personal settings for ICUE. I know I've been getting a ton of questions on what I've been running for that app, and I know I've getting a lot of people in my chat asking about the Envision, because I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I've used a bunch of different controllers, a bunch of different brands. This Scuf Envision feels the best for me. Why is that? The thumbsticks, they feel butter. They feel so smooth. Like I've never felt it with thumbsticks so smooth. The actual feeling of the controller in my hands, so I have smaller hands. I always felt like the PS5 and Xbox controllers were too big. The PS4 though was a little bit too small. Whereas this controller feels perfect. Part of this controller reminds me of like a Nintendo Switch controller in terms of how like lengthy it is. It's very skinny, but it's lengthy. It feels good in my hands. I love this controller. I'd recommend it to anybody. If you guys want to buy a Scuf Envision, use code B. If you guys want to pick up a Scuf, they have Xbox, PS5, and the Envisions over on their website. Use code DEEDS at checkout. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for hearing me out. I'm telling y'all, best settings right here. I just gave them to y'all. Love y'all. Catch you on the next one.